Shalom, shalom, shalom. Zion's Elite back with another Sunday live with the Cold Brews, episode 2, episode dose. I got brother Brian with me, got brother Kanat Gabar, got brother Yerah Maccabees with the elder in the cut, and with the mighty brother Obadiah, Obi Kenobi, that's what we call him. And we want to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We want to give a double honors to all the elders from the house of David and all the elders worldwide. We want to give another shalom and shout out to all the brothers, all the brews out there in the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the Lord to the best of their ability. And we want to give another mighty shalom and shout out to all the women and children that's praying, fasting, giving alms, keeping the commandments and the faith of the Black Messiah, Yahweh Mashiach. Right, the righteous, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and the one who died for our sins and resurrected for us to live in Him and a new life, not a sinful life, like these Christian pastors, like these Christians today that celebrate Easter, a pagan holiday. And speaking of Easter, we're gonna bring out some information on Easter, right? Let's just get the first screenshot.
Bring it out.
I can see this.
Yeah, we see it.
This is the two Babylons, or the papal worship proved to be the worship of Nimrod and his wife. So if you watched our early video that we put out, y'all know that Nimrod was the, quote unquote evil, wicked great grandson of Noah. He was a hunter against the Most High, right? And his wife is who? Semiramis, right? Today that will be Ishtar, right? So let's just jump into the next one. Khan, y'all see this?
Khan,
Easter. Huh? Then look at Easter. What means the term Easter itself? It is not a Christian name. Wow. It bears its Chaldean, Babylonian origin on its very forehead. Easter is nothing else than a start day. One of the titles of, what's that, Beltis,
yeah.
Beltis, the Queen of Heaven, whose name, as pronounced by the people of Nineveh, was evidently identical with that now in common sense used in this country. That name, as found by Layard on the Assyrian monuments, is Ishtar, which will be Inanna in the ancient Mesopotamia. The worship of Baal and Astarte was very early introduced into Britain, along with the Druids, the priests of the groves. That groves is going into Ashtaroth, right? Idolatrous orgies and women dancing around naked. Like today, that would be your strip clubs, right? And also, they did prostitution. Like before you have sex with the prostitute, you would have to say, "We doing this in the name of this God, such and such." When you give her the money, read it on. Some have imagined that the Judaical worship was first introduced by the Phoenicians. Go to the next one. This is in fact a part of the ancient worship of Baal, which some would say Nimrod, right? And the person on whom the lot fell was previously burnt as a sacrifice. Now, the passing through the fire represents that, and the payment of the forfeit redeems the victim. If Baal was thus worshipped in Britain, it would not be difficult to believe that his consort Astarte was also adored by our ancestors, and that from Astarte, whose name in Nineveh was Ishtar, which would be Semiramis, which would be Anana, right? The religious
Solemnities.
Salakia of April, as now practiced, are called by the name of Easter. That month among our pagan ancestors have been called Easter month, right? So this had nothing to do with Yahushua Mashiach, Jesus Christ. Nothing to do with it. There's no law in Leviticus 23 saying we should keep Easter. This is a Gentile pagan custom, right? Let's just jump into the next screenshot. Jerry, you could take over.
Right. So could you zoom in on it a little bit more?
Okay, tell me when it's good.
Right there. So this is Diana of Ephesus, who is also an iteration of Ishtar or Astarte or Inanna, right? And if you notice, because the eggs that are used on Easter are representative of fertility, because she was also a fertility goddess. If you look, you'll see those are supposed to be breasts, right? But it's also eggs, right? To symbolize fertility. This is where you get this is why they have the symbolism of the rabbit, right? Because rabbits greatly multiply, and that's why they use the eggs, because it's a symbol of life.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where, because remember, bunny rabbits don't lay eggs,
right?
So you have to wonder, why do they have eggs? Why do they have rabbits? It's to celebrate a fertility goddess. How would they celebrate the fertility goddess? Orgies, all types of illicit and explicit sex parties and things of that nature.
Oh.
Diddy parties aren't a new thing.
Right. Let me add in one thing. They said that right here, these represent like tits that the pagan gods could nurse from.
Right, because she was the mother goddess.
This madness. Can you explain what this is at the top of her head, Baba Kushai?
Oh yeah, so that's also on the top of her head. I believe it should be in the next screenshot too.
Oh, okay.
But that represents the Tower of Babel. So this is how you know that this is derivative of the same goddess from the Babylonians. Because on her head is the tower that would supposed to reach up to heaven.
Right. Can you please explain why her face looked like the same face of the Statue of Liberty?
Because they're the same person.
Okay.
There's yeah, right. It's the same whore. Right, it is the same whore.
When you get, hold on, let me say something. You getting the real uncut and edit Brews from the Zion's elite camp, man.
Listen, whores in the Bible.
We down to earth, man. We ain't just stuck up Christians or your over righteous Israelites, man.
Right.
Whores
in the Bible, so.
Go ahead, King Salaki.
No, I'm just saying. No, you good. Whores in the Bible, though. So you mad at us saying it. Your Bible's gonna make you jump. Right.
Being sensitive.
Right. That's all I want to now. Get the next screenshot.
Okay.
Just
look over like the imagery, like you see the bull, right? Baal.
Right. The bull represents Baal.
Right.
You got the goat. It's just a lot of wickedness, man. Because remember that they always used animals to symbolize their lewd. Remember, they were more into the worship of nature. Like it tells you in Deuteronomy, they served the creation more than the creator.
Yeah, let's just bring that out real quick.
Right.
Hold on, give me a second.
All right, no problem. And that's our problem as Israelites. Those idols, man, they were made for the Gentiles, man. An idol is nothing.
I can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
I'm at Blue Letter Bible.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Joe there? Joe?
All right. You can bring it out, yeah, Rob.
Right. Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Right? This cause God gave them up to vile affections, gave them up to Easter, right? Gave them up to all types of lewdness. For even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature, right? So we really want on that. Because guess what, man? You got people just they're just going off. because we'll touch on it a little later because Christians think that Christ rose on Sunday, but Good Friday is when he died. But says he was in the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. But Sunday's only 2 days from Friday.
Right.
That means you couldn't die.
It
on
makes
Friday.
sense. But they'll say Philippians 4:13.
Did you want to get into this?
Yes, sir. So this is explaining who Semiramis is. Just the underlined portion. You zoom in just a little more.
Okay.
Right. So Semiramis, right? Then the first deified queen of that city, whose top was intended to reach to heaven. Whose tower, and whose top was intended to reach to heaven, must have been the prototype of the goddess who first made towers into cities. Okay. In general, Diana was depicted as a virgin, the patroness of virginity. But the Ephesian Diana was quite different. She was represented with all the attributes of the mother gods and the mother of gods, and she torted a crown such as no one could contemplate without being forcibly reminded of the Tower of Babel. Right? Now, this tower bearing Diana by ancient scholars is expressly identified with Semiramis. When therefore we remember Rhea or Sylvia, the tower-bearing goddess, was in point a fact, a Babylonian goddess that Semiramis, when deified, was worshipped under the name Rhea. So they have many names, but it's the same person, and you're still going off if you're celebrating these gods. If you really think truly God loves you for celebrating Easter, you got your Sunday best on, right? You're in church, you screaming hallelujah, you got your tambourine. You're going off, man. No Easter. No way, shape, or form.
Right. Let's bring out. I want to bring out Anana real quick.
The churches were extra packed today.
Right. We saw over in Albany, we had a church, they had someone on a cross depicting Christ.
That's crazy.
Madness.
Right. So this is Anana. Right. That's where this is like one of the look. It says it right here. What it is. It's dark. Right. It's just like let's just read it. Anana is the ancient Mesopotamian goddess of love, war, and guess what? Fertility. Right. Them damn bunny rabbits they got for Easter that they promote and show as a damn sign and icon on Easter. It's all about fertility. I guess they think that the bunny rabbits represent Jesus Christ. Whatever. She is also associated with beauty, sex, divine law, and political power. Originally worshipped in Sumer, right? She was known by the Akkadian Empire, Babylonians, and Assyrians as Ishtar. Right? Her primary title was the Queen of Heaven. See that? So that's what they worshiping today. That's what Easter is. You worshiping Inanna, Ishtar, Semiramis, the moon goddess.
Right. And just a quick cut. Can you give me Matthew 12 and verse 40? Because they'll say, oh, the reason we celebrating this is to celebrate the resurrection. Right. Good. It was Good Friday, and now it's Easter Sunday. Right. It says this is Christ. This is can you put it in the red letters just so we know Christ is talking?
Oh, Bitcoin.
Right. Matthew 12 and verse 40. For as Jonas was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. This is him talking about his death, prophesying, I'm going to die and I'm going to be in the ground. He says 3 days and 3 nights, so a full 24 hours have to pass. How is it possible that he died Friday and was buried, but rose on Sunday? It wouldn't fulfill the prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, because when they came on the first day after the Sabbath, he was already out.
Yeah. Let's bring that counter. I got you.
Right. So it's just.
You know what they call that? They call that a beta test, just to see how stupid people are. Like these niggas are ready now. They programmable. Let's get them. Let's come out with the next COVID illness or something like that.
Oh, you gotta say the C-19.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, man. Picture. Oh, Mike. Oh,
They about to get this shit out of here.
Right. Just so it stays up, right? Get the account though.
Oh man. So we love Israel. We love Israel. This is this is the book of Matthew, chapter 28, verse 1. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week.
First day of the week is Sunday,
supposedly
not Monday.
Right, came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre. Right.
So and they went to his grave where he was buried.
And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone from the door and sat upon it.
Right.
His countenance was like lightning, and his raiment was white as snow.
So there's a mighty angel, a black angel.
And for fear of him, the keepers did shake and became as dead men.
So the Roman guards, they fainted.
And the angel answered and said unto the woman, Fear not ye, for I know that ye seek Yahushua, which was crucified. He is not here.
He's not what?
He is not here.
He wasn't there. He already rose. And it was the first day. So let's just count back, right? What's 3 days from Saturday? Right? You got Friday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that was the time period he was in the ground. Right? Because remember, the law states a body, the same day a body dies, is the same day it has to be buried. Because remember, he was crucified, so he was hung on a tree. His body would have been defiled if he would have been stayed on the tree. That's why they hurried to bury him, anoint him with oils. That's why they put him in a grave in a field where no one else was buried, so he wouldn't rise undefiled, because Christ was clean. He was sinless. He had to remain. It's when you really read the scriptures and you know the law, the whole Christian doctrine just gets thrown out the window.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
It's plain. And that's how I know you people aren't really reading your Bible, right? You got a Christian pastor. He's holding the Bible. It's like we're still in slavery. You might as well still have a slave Bible the way y'all read the Bible.
That's right.
Right, you got it, King.
I had a question. Did the Julian calendar have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday?
They're in Rome. That this is the Gregorian calendar.
So you see that. So just reading verse 1, it was the end of the Sabbath, right? Toward the first day of the week. He wasn't there, so he had to rise on the Sabbath, late Sabbath. Right? He rose probably after around like 3 p.m. on the Shabbat, because he is the Lord of the Sabbath, right? We got one more thing. Oh yeah, I want to show the meaning of the bunny rabbit and the Easter eggs.
Right.
Hey, bear with me.
Right, because this is the thing, man. It's very plain, man. It's very plain. You know, take control of your own salvation. Read your Bible. That's
it.
Could you make it bigger?
Oh, no Diddy.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I mean, man. Could I make it bigger? What's on your mind?
I hope y'all make it to court with him.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I don't know what's on brother's mind, man.
I didn't say it.
It's a joke, Malak.
I
Yeah,
know,
we good.
but I'm saying, cleanse your mind.
All right, Easter eggs / baskets. Is this good?
Yeah.
Con. The Babylonians considered the egg a sacred symbol that represented Ishtar, right? Austrias, fertility and new life, right? So basically, the resurrection for the Christians is like a new life, but they don't live a new life, right? They still in their sin, right? They still celebrate these pagan holidays. They still eat unclean foods. They still, right, are adulterers and liars and haters, right? Read it on. The 20-day cycle of the moon and monthly cycle of a woman. The Babylonians believed in a fable about a huge egg that fell from heaven into the Euphrates River. This is madness, which hatched Queen Semiramis. Egg dying was observed in the evil rituals celebrating the spring equinox. The Egyptians hung decorated eggs in the temple, and the Romans used decorated eggs in processions honoring the mother goddess. The Druids used the egg as their sacred emblem. Gauls, Chinese, and Persians also used colored eggs for their ancient pagan spring festivals to represent rebirth, right? Rebirth, resurrection. You see how they try to include this pagan into, the resurrection of Christ. During the Middle Ages, Europeans collected different colored bird eggs from nests to use as charms against evil and bring them good fortune. Later, the painting of eggs became more popular now. The Easter basket is used to resemble birds' nest. Wow. Okay, let's get into the bunny rabbit.
This is exactly what I was saying.
Okay, Easter bunny. Rabbits have long been recognized as fertility symbol and can also be traced back to the practices established by Semiramis. In the 1500s in Germany, some people believe that bunnies laid red eggs on Holy Thursday and multiplied color eggs the night before Easter Sunday. So you got Holy Thursday, Good Friday. This is just madness. Later, the custom evolved into edible Easter bunnies made out of sugared pastry. This tradition came to America, Babylon, spiritual Babylon, mystery Babylon, during the 1700s with the Pennsylvania Dutch, who immigrated from Germany and evolved into chocolate Easter bunnies and eggs during the American Civil War. Right? Children believed that if they were good to the Oxford Hall Easter bunny, he will lay a nest of colored eggs. You see how they get the children involved in it?
Mm-hmm.
So it could,
That's the excuse.
yeah.
Yep.
If the children get involved in it, then they'll learn it as a tradition, right? It'll be like a habit, and they teach their children, they teach their children, and then the whole land is full of wickedness.
Exactly.
I got one more thing on this, and then we could drop this damn pagan holiday. I'm getting tight. Shalaka. Y'all see this?
Yes, sir.
This from the New York Times. Religious. You got something to say? Come back.
Oh no, I'm saying it was the New York Post.
Shalaka, New York Post. Religious theme designs banned from the White House. Easter egg art contest. I really don't want to read this, but basically, the White House, Joe Biden, he made, today it will be, guess what today is? Y'all know what today is? Other than Easter?
Then it's some transgender shit or something.
Exactly. Today is Transgender
right.
Day.
Right.
It's Transformer Day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's April Fool's.
Yeah, right. Tomorrow's rightly April Fool's. Right.
Gotcha, bitch.
This is March Madness.
Yeah, right. This is definitely much.
Exactly. You see how everything just linked up.
Wicked as hell, man.
So basically, Joe Biden, the White House, America, they brung in the Transformers and took out Jesus Christ. Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's on y'all. All praise to the Most High. Death to America. Death to Babylon. Death to East.
I mean, does this go back to the Immaculate Conception also? The way
Yeah.
that they celebrate it?
Yeah, basically, we brought that out yesterday. I kind of, if the video we put up earlier, I got into it a little bit about that.
Right.
So yeah,
Because essentially they celebrating the people nowadays in the Christian church, they celebrate Mary more than they celebrate Christ.
Right. I learned that.
It's all woman worship, man.
Yeah.
The whole world is just simps.
Mary on the
Bro,
cross.
calm. Hold on. Shalom, Christopher Felder. Shalom.
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 Hold on. We got the mighty house of David. Shalom.
Hey,
Shalom.
shalom.
Yeah, how about Shem Yashabarakatham?
How about you, Shalom? All praises.
You got to
Man,
keep that up for 20 minutes.
Right. Can we get let's get into these scripts, man. Give me Amos 5:21, please.
Y'all can see my screen?
No, not yet.
No.
No. What about now?
Oh,
Yep. Right? It's the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. So when you have these gatherings for Easter, you think, oh, it's just we're gonna celebrate Easter at the church, we're gonna have a Easter dinner. The Lord says, he's not dealing with that. In the old days, they gave offerings, right? Burnt offerings, drink offerings, and meat offerings of fine flour. But he's not dealing with that, right? He's not. At no point, shape, and form, when you celebrate a pagan holiday, does the Lord give you a thumbs up? Or every guardian angel, he giving bad reports to the Father. So and so is still going off. It's sad, man, because what it really boils down to, man, is can I get Proverbs 3:31? Because this is learned behavior. This wasn't what our ancestors were doing, right? Proverbs 3 and verse 31, it says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Right. So you can't choose Easter, right? There's nothing glorious about celebrating bunny rabbits and fertility goddesses. You got to come back to your law, statutes, and commandments, man. You should be getting ready for Passover.
That's right.
Here's another one. Doesn't Easter also is that like, isn't a baby shower symbolic towards Easter too?
Yeah.
Baby showers?
You're celebrating fertility because guess what? Like you said, it's idolatry. Because you know what they do? Well, what do they do during baby showers? They put that woman on the throne and they don't give a damn about the man.
That's a fact.
You have to do it in righteousness, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And, it's one of those things where it's like, if you go through the act of having that baby, because it's like, we're not saying if a brother's having a baby, you can't provide gifts or, help the family out. But what it really is about is, what are you going to do? You're not supposed to be celebrating a woman, right? Making her an idol, right? Put in that chair where she has the crown, because then you're making her like Diana, the queen of heaven.
Mm-hmm. Spiritually too.
Right, exactly.
That's right.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 10, verse 6. I just want to show how it's evil, right? To worship this woman goddess. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of Yahweh and served Balaam and Ashtaroth, right? That's Anana, that's Isis, that's Ishtar, that's Semiramis. as Diana, the fake goddess, and all that. And the gods of Syria, and the gods of Zidon, the gods of Moab, and the gods of the children of Ammon, and the gods of Philistines, and forsook the Lord and served not him. We was in so much idolatry.
It come. Well, what's the name? My people, we gotta relearn again, man. Because I'm sure all of us was celebrating Easter once upon a time.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So can I get Ephesians? Can I get Ephesians 4:22? Because we gotta renew the spirit of our mind.
Shalom, Cassius Clay.
Shalom.
Shalom.
You said Ephesians, Slakia, King.
Ephesians 4, starting at 22.
Great precept.
Like you said, they get at the children and then they just continue this shit for generations and generations. And once it got a hold on you, it'll be hard to break out of celebrating these so-called holidays.
The baby ain't even out the womb yet, and they already casting spells.
Real talk.
Right, you want me to get that for you?
I mean, I could read
All right, come.
the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Well, you could stop it there. We just got to be renewed by the spirit of our minds.
Nah, man.
Relearn again. Keep going.
Yeah, read 24.
And that ye put on a new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
And that's what it's all about, man. You want to be moving in righteousness.
Right.
Let that devil go.
I get a precept out, Baba Kashat.
Yes, sir.
Let me get 2 Timothy 4 and verse 3 in the NLT.
In the NLT.
Brother Obi, shalom.
Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat.
Y'all Bashim Yah Shabbarakatah.
You definitely need your mic.
2 Timothy 4, verse 3, King.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 3. For a time is coming when people will no longer listen to sound and wholesome teaching. They will follow their own desires and will look for teachers who will tell them whatever their itching ears want to hear. They will reject the truth and chase after myths.
They chasing after these myths. They don't have no clue what they following, man. No clue, man. There's nothing new under the sun, man.
Yo, the funny thing about it, it's not like the men that promote celebrating Easter, is mainly like the woman.
I was gonna say that, but I thought I was gonna get canceled by the culture, so I kept my mouth closed.
Hey man, listen, man. We speak the truth, man. This ain't no feminist community thing. It's just the truth is the truth, man. Everything is, man. What I'm not saying men don't indulge in it, but the woman, man, is they eye, bro. They eye is, they want that Christmas tree. And if you don't set up them lights belong more in that house in Christmas time than you. All right. It's they got to keep up with the Joneses, but they ain't keeping up with the commandments. That's crazy.
Right. So I knew brothers that used to have to rob niggas. That's how stressed they was when they came around Christmas. They didn't have enough money to get gifts for their children, so they robbing other people. That's sick, yo.
Yeah.
That's sick.
No, that's sickening.
For real.
I'm gonna bring this on to KJB though. Check this out. Just to go along with what we're saying. It's the book of Jeremiah 44:17 read through verse 19. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing go forth out of our own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven. Just like that sister, remember yesterday, you're right, when you was teaching, she said, I'll do what I want to do.
Yeah, she wasn't hearing nothing.
Right. Read it on. And to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. Everything was going well with them serving these idols. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. Right? So when they stopped doing these things, there was chastening by the Lord, because the Lord chastened those that he loved. Right? Verse 19. And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her, and pour out drink offerings unto her? Wait, with what? Without our men. You see that?
Mhm.
Can I get a quick script?
Come.
Give me Sirach 25 and verse 24. Because notice it's always the women, right? And the sent men who follow her, right? Sirach 25 and verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Now, this is talking about Eve, but at the same time, this is talking about if you let a woman lead you, she's gonna lead you into the grave, man.
Right.
The Most High God ordained a man to lead. He ordained man to lead. And if you can't lead yourself, then you can't lead your household. You can't lead your woman. So you need to be steadfast in these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
That's that Ahad and Jezebel spirit.
Right. That's it. Simp spirit.
That's that I'm gonna go get my wife to get you.
Right. That's that she wears the pants spirit.
Yeah, going to get your wife to get somebody is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to get my mom was putting in pain in the streets back in the days. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man,
she got to stay in the crib. I never was in
Right.
Listen, man, because
let people.
Right, because what is our woman supposed to be? Let's get what our woman is supposed to be. Can I get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 56?
Okay.
Because this is what a woman is supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be bucking up against your husband. You're not supposed to be bucking up against the Most High God.
That's right.
So this is what our woman was supposed to be like. Right? The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 56, it says the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Look, listen to how Moses describes the nature of our woman. Can I get 1 Peter 3 and 5? Just to get it in the New Testament to see if anything changed of how a woman was supposed to be. Right? 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy woman also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. So, the Old Testament and the New Testament, the women was supposed to be in subjection in order, following the laws, statutes of God.
Sure.
Not keeping up with the Joneses, not trying to look good in front of your friends, not trying to look good for the pastor.
That's all it's about now, huh?
Right. Can you get Genesis 3 and verse 16? Right, the classic.
Okay.
The classic, man.
Let's get to the classic.
Right. A lot of sisters, y'all run away from this scripture. Y'all go right to Genesis 4. Genesis chapter 3 verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So your desire is supposed to be to your husband. Right? Now, obviously, if your husband, you might have some women on, oh, my husband doesn't believe, right? He's not serving the Most High God. Well, you could win him over by being a woman, right? Being a godly woman, he could be won over. Or like it tells you in 1 Corinthians 7, you know, right? You're not under the bond of marriage at that point, right? You're free to leave from the unbelieving husband if he doesn't want to dwell with you, if he doesn't want to keep God's commandments. But the point being, if you are married to a God-fearing man who really believes in these law, statutes, and commandments, your desire is to be unto him. There's no doing it for the kids. That's you fulfilling your own wicked lusts.
Right.
Somebody got a precept?
Yeah. Let me get Proverbs 31:10 in the CEV.
In the CEV?
CEV, please. Wow.
Proverbs 31, verse 10, CEV.
31.
31. Proverbs 31 and 10, right?
Yeah.
Con.
Read that for me, all right.
I got you.
Appreciate you, Malak.
I
got you right here.
The book of Proverbs.
Let's see the other script.
Oh, you want the full chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
This is what a good woman, a good wife.
This is a scripture sisters need to have glued to the back of their eyelids.
All right.
He said glued to the back of their eyelids.
Hey, your husband ain't gonna go nowhere.
I'm telling you, right?
Well, they don't understand
the
that.
dog better than you do the husband.
Right. The dog got it. The dog is the king of the castle, man. You bathe him all day. You take ticks and fleas off him. God.
Right.
For real though, you ain't lying.
Chunking them down and all that.
Right.
Some sisters is weird like that. Brothers, if you got a sister like that, yo, man.
If she got a dog and no man, you should probably just walk away.
Yeah.
Do like the dog and walk away.
There you go.
Good.
Right? The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 10 in the CEV. A truly good wife is the most precious treasure a man can find.
You hear that? Go ahead.
Her husband depends on her, and she never lets him down.
Go ahead.
She is good to him every day of her life.
Hold on, wait, read that again.
She is good to him every day of her life.
Man, I need King Solomon to do a vote and ask a question. Where is she?
Yeah, where that's at? Where that's at?
It's all love, sis. It's all love, but you know it's hard out there, man.
Right? And with her own hands, she gladly makes clothes. Right? So right, you can start there, but no, but that's a big one. I want to focus on that one. With her own hand, she gladly makes clothes. Because you know what? You got a lot of sisters nowadays. The only thing their hands is good for
is saying gimme.
Is putting an eyelash on, scrolling on TikTok. You know, our foremothers, they had skills. Even our grandmothers. I know for a fact, there's been several times in my life I needed my pants hemmed up. I go to my grandmother.
Right.
What about that recipe? Ain't no more good recipes passed down or nothing no more.
Oh, the recipes at the restaurant, you better go buy it.
Right.
Listen, man. Their hands is only good for what's that whole verse? You could tell your friends, "Gimme got you hit." That's how every female mindset now.
Money.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right.
That's it. And give none.
Right. And these is not to our women and the truth. Right. This is our women outside the truth, but it's even for our women who are in the truth. You know, you should look to improve your standing with your husband. Right. I'm pretty sure if you're a sister and you know you're not good with the recipes, this is why it's good to counsel. Right. Talk with the elder sisters, the women who are married.
Big con.
Right. Who have successful marriages. What are you doing to keep your Lord happy? Right. Brothers go to camp. Right. You think the last thing we just finished arguing with people on the street, right? Bearing the elements. As soon as the man come in, you don't give no hug. For the only thing you got is you like a T-Rex, you know, or a pterodactyl.
You coming inside with with blood splash and everything, with war wounds, and she be like, you ain't gonna get that in the house.
Not even that.
She throwing salt in your wounds. Huh?
You gotta even open the door.
You know how hard my day was?
Right. Can't even get that.
And you know what's crazy? What women don't realize is if you take care of your man, a righteous man will take care of the rest of the household.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Rest of the
You
household.
know what?
Everything. Hold on, what's that? Her sole of her feet, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I make sure the sole of her feet.
Right.
You get, but you know.
But you know what it is though? It's the men. It ain't all about the women. It's the men.
That's what I said. Yeah, I agree with that.
The whole bros is weak nowadays. Too emotional. It's just too much soft shit going on.
What's that? Isaiah. What's that? Isaiah 29:10.
Yeah. I'm back, King.
Gone.
Is that what I want?
That was shit time.
You know what that is?
Oh, the men are all women?
No. No, it's give me Isaiah 29:10. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Hold on, Kings.
If you can. No, what I want is not what I want, but that's basically going into it's Psalms 82.
This what brothers need to stay away from.
What's that? Not Zion Elite.
Oh man.
Who that?
Those are the city girls.
They all look the same. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, but that's that color of ostrich.
That's bad. I might not never.
Right, but you know what's crazy? Y'all look like the woman nowadays look just like the drag queen.
Drag queen.
The fake woman and the real woman look the same.
Right.
That's
right.
that ATL, baby.
Listen, I've been saying this for years, right? My elders and my older views, they know, right? The Muppet Babies had it on lock. Every woman that's modern today look like Miss Piggy.
Damn.
Miss Piggy, every one of them,
act
Miss
same.
Everything. Damn. They want Kermits in the house.
Wow, word up.
They want Kermits in the house.
Word up. That's crazy.
I remember if you messed with somebody with pink toes, you was frowned upon. Now all these bitches want pink toes.
Right. You know? Yo, before I get to Isaiah, I want Psalms 82. Salakia. Let me get Psalms 82 and 5. That's what I wanted. I want that too, but Psalms 82 and 5.
Great precept.
This is why all this is happening.
There's the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand.
They don't understand.
They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Out of course, man. Women don't even want a strong man. They with a strong man for a week. Oh, now he abusive.
He controlling.
I
Yeah.
thought you wanted a protector, man. Somebody that'll speak up for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? They want the weak man so they could tell him what to do, but then that's the one they always gonna do dirty. They always gonna cheat on. They're gonna always. They never satisfy.
But then you know what's the best part? After it's all said and done and she's used good, then after 6 babies in, you know,
6 babies in and 9 baby father.
You know her womanly goods are just down on her knees.
Her engine is her engine. When her engine get blown, that's when she was settled down.
Right, and you know what it is. The problem is too. You got weak men. Look at this. What's promoted? Look at what's promoted.
It's madness.
I can't believe just the screen.
The screenshot was enough. You didn't even have to play. I mean, you might as well. We waited. This is crazy.
That's babies out there.
That's terrible, cuz.
These are grown women.
Bro, this is you want us to wipe this?
Wow. That's the nigga right there? that wasn't no nigga. That was a nigga like. Nah, don't tell me that. Nah.
This is madness, man. Listen, what? What did we just? The whole world is out of course, man. It's out of order.
Yeah,
It's
you got
out
black
of
women.
order.
Black women think they white women these days. That's why I commented on the pink toes.
Man,
That
the
used to be frowned
foundation of the
upon.
earth is out of order, man. This is madness.
Bitches out here with
it's out of order.
straight blonde hair. Bitches out here with straight blonde hair, cuz. Come on.
Bro, what do you mean blonde? They wear every color of the rainbow, bro.
Yeah.
Every icy, they got a wig for every icy.
Yeah.
Wait, can you give me Isaiah? Hold on. Can you give me Isaiah 1 and verse 9?
They got a wig for every icy.
That is wow.
Right. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. So if it wasn't for the men of the Lord and the daughters of Sarah, we wouldn't even be a nation. Because look at the rest of our people. Think about there are daughters watching that. What do you think the daughters are gonna do now? Can you give me that precept? What is in Ezekiel? Like the mother, so is the daughter.
Is it Ezekiel 40? Is it Ezekiel 44, 16, right?
It's Ezekiel 16.
Ezekiel 16. Thank you.
Oh, I had to fix that.
I knew it was in Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Thank you. The water.
They come.
Right, and you know what's the biggest thing? And now hold the pick. Where was the fathers?
He was twerking out there.
Oh man.
Kermit.
Oh man.
Kermit.
Kermit, man.
Oh man.
He was out there. He was out there.
A lot of men, when you talk to men these days, they sound like females, cuz.
Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44.
No sense. They ain't got no tone in their voice.
Hold on. Let's bring this precept out. You're right, though. Behold, everyone that useth proverb shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. So guess what? The mothers out there, ratchet, twerking, not in righteousness. What do you think? You think what? The daughter's going to click her heels and spin around 3 times to be a righteous woman? The Bible tells us to train up a child. Right? And not train them up to twerk. You train them up in God's laws. Then she'll know, and that's what the problem with our men. We need to learn what righteous marriage is. Because guess what? The daughters, the children, they see mommy is modest, right? Mommy doesn't yell at dad. Mommy listens to dad. If they have a problem, mom and dad work it out. They're going to want to imitate that.
Right. Yeah.
Then you're going to use this proverb in righteousness. Wow, she's just like her mother. Not dang, she's just like her mom.
Right. The emphasis is different. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying, man, this is ridiculous. We all Israel's all out of order, man. And like the brother Obadiah said, the earth is out of course. And like the brother Brian said, the men or women nowadays, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And I say it all the time at camp, man. The baby mamas is the toughest person on the block.
Oh, you might as well bring that out.
Yeah, man.
Might as well bring that out. What's that? Second Esdras?
Oh, the menstruous woman.
No, that's
I know what he want.
That's Baruch.
Nah, he want second Esdras. I know what he want.
I got it right here.
Bring it out.
Second Esdras 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places. The fire shall be offset again, and wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Because you know what? That's a menstruous woman, right? Doing twerk. How is a children's party? You twerking on the mascot that comes to the birthday party. You're already off and celebrating the birthday party. Now you're going off even more.
You know what it was? She was trying to get that discount. This is what I mean, man. Man, listen, hold up, man. I'm so sorry. Shalakia, man.
Benjamins.
I gotta ask a question, man. With the precept. What is it? Exodus. Shalakia. Yeah, Exodus. Yeah, give me Exodus 2:25, man.
Exodus
This
2:25.
and Exodus 2:25. I want to ask a question, man.
You love this precept.
You said about half of the ones I said.
Bro.
Right? Listen, and it says Yahweh looked upon the children of Israel and God had respect. Do you think he respects that? And then when we read scriptures that says that he turned his face from us, he hid his. Why? Look at this madness, bro. That's smitten with madness. And this is the people our children have to be watched over with. Right.
Oh, can I get some rock 42 and 9?
Big con.
Sirach, you said Sirach 42 and 9?
Yeah.
I got a precept after that.
Oh.
That video disturbed me.
That is sad, John. It ain't even funny for real.
Bring it up, man.
You got it?
I got you. The book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter, and no man knoweth, and when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she be hated, and her virginity, lest she be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude.
Right, man. Come on. Like Obi said, we got to be watching over our children, especially us men with daughters, because they could be out there doing the same shit their wicked mother is telling them. It's showing them, I mean.
Right, and just to land back, the whole conclusion of the matter is that what the parents should be doing in these last days. This is the book of Susanna, chapter 1, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 2. Right. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 1. Right. There dwelt a man in Babylon called Jachem, and he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Chilicus, a very fair woman, and one that feared the Lord. Verse 3, here's the point. Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses. And that's what the parents today in these last days have to do. Instead of teaching your daughter on how to be independent, black, strong woman, you need to teach her how to be a Susanna, Esther, right? A Judith, right? A Rebecca, a Tabitha, a Anna, right? A Mary, a Martha, right?
Right. Yo, what's the Raj, you probably know, what's the statistics on I think our women is the only women, or so-called black women, is the only woman that say this whole independence shit.
Oh yeah, it's like
you don't hear no other nation of women saying that. It's
no, not at all. I believe Hez, if you could get the statistic, I believe it's out of every 5 children, around like 3 or 4 are probably in a single parent household.
Come on, that's because they teaching exactly what Cap just said, man. This independent woman. Why are you teaching your daughter to be like that? We need each other. This is a whole thing we got to do together. It's order to this.
You know who taught him that before the black woman was teaching her daughter that? The white man. The white man taught the young black youth in school that.
Right.
You know they got their hand in everything. You know that.
Yeah, because that goes back to the feminist movement with Gloria Steinem. Right. Right. Oh, let's be strong women. Let's do this. The women were in order in the Black Panther Party. and the civil rights movement. And you got to remember, the women, they were holding it. Who do you think when Martin Luther King, when they organized the bus boycotts, who do you think was cooking the meals? Who do you think was ironing the men's clothes? Who do you think was watching the kids?
Right.
You got to remember, a woman think, oh, I want to be front line. That's not your role. You have a supporting role, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem, can I get 1 Timothy 3 and 5?
Yeah, bring this over. I mean, I'm sure the viewers read this already. So
right.
Yeah, it was on the screen for like 2 minutes. So yeah, you see that. This is 2021. Now imagine now. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be
probably more than half.
Gotta be.
Which is sad. Can I get 1 Timothy 3 and 5? Because the problem is, we as men, the women aren't going to change until we change. Right? Because change starts with us. Right? 1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God, of Yahweh? So you don't have your life in order, but you're complaining about women. You're adding to it. You think, oh man, I can't stand these women nowadays. But you on Tinder, you in the club, you in the strip club, you doing this, you doing that, you doing everything to bore out our sisters.
You at the hookah lounge, destroying your lungs.
Right,
man. So we as men, we got to rule. We need to start being.
That's what everything.
We need to start being leaders again, man.
You got to stay on top. You got to stay on top of them, because if you don't, they're gonna fall victim to their environment. It's not their fault that they act the way that they do. We ain't on top of our women like we supposed to be, and it's not on no controlling shit or being obsessive. Nah, it ain't that. Just keep them in line. Teach them their position.
Right. That's right. Right. Because when you read Isaiah 3 in the beginning, before the daughters of Zion was going north, the Lord took away the leaders, and that resulted into our women falling off as well.
Right. And they really drowning that shit out about who the leader really is. That's why it's gonna be hard, and it's really important for us to come back to this truth. Because it's really they really brainwashed that they can lead, that they the lead.
Oh yeah. Because my bad. No, because they'll say, oh, what about Queen Nefertiti? Well, she was a Hamite and had us in slavery. Oh, what about Wonder Woman? What about this? What about that?
What was that chick from France there?
Right. Stop looking at the other nations.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. How do you think Eve went off? Someone from another nation came and said, you could be just like Adam. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Think about it. She was married to a man who everything was under subjection. She didn't want for anything. But you know what? She coveted power. Because like the brother said, they did not know her position. Not everybody is Michael Jordan on the team. Not everybody is even Scottie Pippen. Right. Sometimes you Paxson. Right, you need to play your role.
That's an important role, though.
But thank you.
That's the point.
Still on the team,
right?
Don't.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I knew Obi was going to say that.
I got you, Obi.
He was part of the team. He was an Edomite, man.
I got you, Obi. B.J. Armstrong.
Right, you B.J. Armstrong.
There we go. There we go.
Right.
There we go.
Right, because you got to remember, there's no equality with God, right? There's no equality even in the kingdom of heaven. There's not going to be equality. You think, oh man, I was a mighty Israelite, man. I'm gonna be right next to Yahweh Shah. No, you're not. They already told you. It's gonna be the 12 apostles is gonna be up, and then I'm gonna be right after the apostles. Not with that pride.
Not at all. Not at all.
you got to be humble. The largest part of this truth is being humble. You know.
Yeah, and it's seniority or something like that. Seniority first, right?
It's whoever the Most High is gonna raise up.
Right. Listen, man. Listen, what he said. He said, "I'm gonna have compassion on whom I'm gonna have compassion, and I have mercy on why." It's whatever he said.
Right. Listen, man. Exactly. You think
you
there's no putting there's no HR in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Hey,
you got something?
I got something for y'all. You ready?
There's no HR in the kingdom of heaven.
Not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, "I'm mom and dad." He never becomes overly feminine.
Video's not on the screen.
Yeah.
Raising children. But we as women become overly masculine.
Salakia. Listen.
Please do not address me as a strong, independent Black woman. It's not a compliment.
Not on the screen.
I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, "I'm mom and dad." He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as
listen.
Please do not address me as a strong, independent Black woman. It's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, "I'm mom and dad." He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I got to do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me and then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad, because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, "Oh, I love it, you're so strong," I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent. Because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke.
I wish that all women would take a note from her book. Listen.
Please do not.
See that?
Like that. Like that.
But hold on, Hezi, I'm gonna send you a screenshot from the Willie Lynch letter, man, because this is part of enslavement. This is part of the process of how this is by design. It's not by accident this happened.
Yeah, they weaponized them against us. It's nuts. Shit's nuts.
You send it to the email.
I'm sending it right now.
Okay. You know what also results into single parent households with moms? Stuff like this. Hold on. Boom. Y'all see this?
Man. We see
3-year-old boy shot in Albany. A young child was shot early Tuesday at an Albany apartment complex, and details are limited at this time. Albany police said they were called out to Albany Medical Center around 4 p.m. Tuesday. There they say they found a 3-year-old boy who had been shot. Police tell me the boy is alert and conscious at this time.
They said the one who shot him was his brother, his 6-year-old brother.
See that?
Man.
That's foolish. Yeah, that's sick, man.
We don't know no better. We caught up in our ways, man.
Well, that's because parents don't be parenting. They let the tablets and the phones raise them up, leave them to their own devices, so they could get into stuff like that. There's no way that should have ever happened.
Hey yo, give me
they little shooters.
Give me Proverbs 1:27.
Right.
Proverbs 1:27. Come. This is it.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me.
Then, right? Go ahead.
But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Man, this is when these times is gonna happen. They thought it was all good, like the grass was greener on the other side. And these times is gonna happen, man. You're gonna be tried. You're gonna be checked. Give me Proverbs 2 and 4.
Okay.
This happened because this is not what they're doing. Read that for me out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 2 and verse 4. If thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as hid treasures, as for hid treasures, excuse me, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord.
The what?
Then thou shalt understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Then thou shalt understand righteousness and judgment and equity. Yea, every good path.
Every good path, man. That twerking, doing it by myself, all this selfishness, all this is every good path, man. Like, we not doing that though, man. We don't got the fear of the Lord. Lord could do that to anybody any day.
Word up.
They didn't have a fear of the Lord. They didn't have a fear of the Lord that gun in the house, that 6-year-old was gonna find it.
Why would you even have a gun in a place where a 6-year-old can access it?
No lock. Hold on. Safety wasn't on and no lock on it, man. Come on.
Right.
No, it was in. Remember, I was telling you.
It was a toy chest.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that don't make it better.
Right?
So they said, you know what? You know what we're gonna do?
It's in the what the country again? In like
The toy box?
No, it wasn't a toy box.
It was supposed to be in a safe.
Closet.
It was in the closet.
In the closet.
But with other toy guns.
With other toy guns.
Oh, so I'm gonna just mix them up in there. Like, this is madness, bro. This is madness.
Yeah, that's madness.
Right? And this is all because guess what? Throughout our enslavement, man, we, like it tells you in Deuteronomy 28 and 48, man, when the yokes of iron came off, the chains became mental, right? This is the Willie Lynch letter and the making of a slave, right? So it says the breaking process of the African woman. It says then take the female, run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. So they understand, the Willie Lynch, he understood, if we can control the woman, yo, this is gonna be the best thing since sliced bread. Right? It says if she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract the last bit of bitch out of her. So, so why do you think the so-called white man, you think, oh, he treats me nice? If he got the chance, he would take that bullwhip, right? Take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger. We have reversed the relationships. Her natural uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male, and she would have limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring, and would raise up the female offspring to be dependent like her. Nature had provided this for a type of balance. We reversed nature by burning and pulling one civilized nigger apart and bullwhipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence. By her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state,
of independence. So notice the word it uses. You're not strong and independent. You're frozen. You're stuck in place.
Mm-hmm.
She will raise her male and female offspring in reverse roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak, but independent, but physically strong. This is why we got 30-year-old boys.
Right.
Oh, Salaki, I just want to cut in just to make my little 2 cents, 3 cents. A frozen state, right? When you frozen, you can't move, right? And what's wisdom? Wisdom is that motion, is that motion that moves through everything. So these women have no wisdom when they're at the independent state.
Right.
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 Yeah,
Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. As is the mother, so is the daughter. What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared. This is the perfect situation for sound sleep and economics, because they knew we're going to just read the next part. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times because the men are in order. Think of in the 60s, right? The men were in order, the women were in order. They had to kill the men. Now, even though our forefathers were going off, they didn't have the Bible, they still were doing right things for the community, teaching marriage, teaching boys to be men. They were role models men could look up to, women could look up to. They said, we got to kill these niggas ASAP. That's why it said in the presence of the woman, we pull them apart, set them on fire. We watched assassinations of our leaders live, right? We witnessed the killing of Fred Hampton, right? And then what does Esau do? He'll make a movie about it, glorify it, admit he did it, and then make 30 mil off of it.
30 mil.
That's think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Made a lot more, but yeah.
Way more.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, man, it's like if Freddy Krueger got paid every time he killed somebody.
Hey, you got Joe Biden in his younger years.
Right. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. He cannot get past her infant slave process. Mm-hmm. He is a good tool, now ready to be tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time a nigger boy reaches the age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for life's sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of the good labor force. So they know it. It's the same thing today. Yo, if we get them young, by the time they hit this age, oh yeah, we could try him as an adult, and we could put him in we could put him in the prison. And guess what? Once he's in that system when he's 16, and now he's institutionalized, oh, that's it. We're gonna have him stamping license plates forever.
Modern day slavery.
That's all it is.
Real talk.
And this is, and you know what? And just to prove this, back this up with the scriptures, can I get a Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48?
Are you gonna read this last paragraph?
Scroll down.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I just wanted that last part.
All right, you know how it says right here, by throwing the nigger female savage into a frozen state of independency, and it makes the male be more dependent. I'm gonna show an example of a male being dependent. He depends on the so-called Caucasian man, the devil that the Bible speaks on, to provide for him. And these are the things they have to do to keep up with the Joneses. Hold on, give me a second. They have to sell out and and exploit themselves in not a righteous way. Give me a second. Brace yourselves, brothers. Brace yourselves.
Oh nah. Oh nah. I knew something crazy was coming.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa!
Oh
Yeah.
nah.
Whoa!
Oh nah.
You gotta put an explicit.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
We
don't
need
get
a
this.
warning
Don't zoom in. Don't zoom in.
Don't zoom in, Playboy.
Get this off the screen.
Come on, Playboy.
He ain't never been seen since.
Oh man, who you wearing the thong for, yo?
I don't know, Kanye or somebody. I forgot. It was a while ago.
Now that wasn't that recently.
That was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
I think he was coming out of a Kanye party. Yeah, he was with Kanye, I think.
Cat, please.
That's his man, right?
Cat, please.
I mean, that's somebody, man. Cat. Somebody got to claim him.
Nah, that's somebody woman, you know.
Right, but you know what, Elder? You bring up a good point. Because what about because you know, because I'm a younger guy, you know, the older generation says, "Oh, your generation is." What about Rick James and Prince?
That's what I'm saying. It's not the first.
They wasn't by themselves.
What about Rick James and Prince?
That's the best defense I could do for my eldest generation. Prince had a lot of women with him. He's walking to his car twisted by himself. He's done.
Listen,
that might be
he's on like 7 different medications.
Listen. Do God care if he was by himself or with somebody?
Listen, I don't care about neither.
Nah, they was in nah.
I think he's so sick. What's his name? The boy that did one there. Something Paul. What is his name? Paul again?
Sean Paul?
No.
Why you got a Sean Paul?
I said Sean Paul.
Oh, RuPaul. Oh man, not RuPaul.
RuPaul.
Oh man.
No, but see, but RuPaul got to deal with Michael Bay. This guy is different. All right, this guy.
Nah, but it's worse. Yo, it's worse now because they blending the gangster shit with the gay shit. They blending it.
It's worse now because it's more accepted. But it was back in the day too, bro.
That's what I mean.
It was back in the day.
Obi, what's that spot they had? That club they used to have back in the day that they was wilding in, and they made a documentary on it.
In the city, you talking about Club 44?
40?
Nah, this is a minute ago. Back in Rick James and them. I think it's Studio 54.
Yeah, okay.
Studio 54.
I knew it was
they was in there wilding. Oh nah, what's this?
Bro, anyway, they got rave and they play It's a Beautiful Life and
what it's raining, man. If it's raining, man, come on in there.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
YMCA and all that.
They got the little glow lights in there, bro. It's not that's not a normal party.
That ain't the place to be. Yo, Harry.
Yeah.
You seen your boy, what's his name? Celeb, the college football player.
Caleb Williams?
Yeah, he be doing all that too, with the fingernails and all that.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. He's not even gothic. This is sick, bro, man. And my little cousins love him. I can't even name one. I can't even name a bonus track. I can't even name an album. He's not even in the NBA.
Yeah.
Who you talking about?
NBA Youngboy. You don't see the screen?
Oh, okay. It's mad of them up there with that shit though.
But NBA Youngboy, Drake.
It says Youngboy, so.
But yeah, his name is NBA Youngboy.
ASAP Rocky, Lil Yachty, Pain ain't nails, huh?
Drake is super gay.
Drake, and he got a nerve to have a staple. I'm done.
I ain't even peek. Look at your boy.
Who that?
Look at your man.
He about to be the #1 pick in the NFL draft.
Yo,
he is. And he gonna be a Muslim. Yo,
Drake taking over P. Diddy's spot. They had to get P. Diddy out the way for Drake.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Was that they said in Star Wars? Younger and stronger.
Crazy, man.
Look
Yo,
at your man.
this is bad, bro. America gotta go.
Can I get a script?
Hold on, I got one real quick.
Yeah, get him in his Romanian dress out of here, man.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 9. Oh man. They show of their countenance do a witness against them, wearing dresses and fingernail polish, wearing thongs, madness. And they declare their sin as Sodom, right? They not hiding it. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, unless they repent, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Wow, man.
This is really Babylon the Great, man.
It is.
Right.
It really is.
Can I get Revelation 11 and verse 8?
Come.
All right, man. Because
Hello.
you gotta realize what place we're in, man. Spiritually, this place is Babylon. We're in Egypt, and let's read this, man. Revelation 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies, right? This is spiritual, right? Shall lie in the street of the great city, because we don't know who we are. We walk around without a damn clue. Which spiritually, this land is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, meaning his teachings, his image. So guess what, man? Nowadays, you got Pope Francis saying he'll bless same-sex marriages, right? You ask a Christian, and oh man, is that homosexuality cool? And a Christian, a so-called Christian, will say, well, love is love. Love is keeping God's commandments.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this Kid Cudi, man. Oh man, he got a wedding dress on.
That's it, man. Yo, can we get Deuteronomy 22 and 5, man?
I could speculate on Kid Cudi, but I guess I can't say nothing because it's speculation.
What you need to speculate, brother?
Oh, okay. Well, you know how that chick that sued Puff Daddy, she said that Puff Daddy blew up Kid Cudi's car because he was trying to holler at her. Puff Daddy blew up Kid Cudi's car because he was cheating on Puff Daddy.
Oh,
dead ass.
That took a twist right there.
That's what
Yeah,
it
that wasn't
is.
what I expected you to go.
Yeah,
That
I
wasn't
wasn't
what I
expecting
expected that to go.
You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting a whole week to say that.
Yo, that's probably the facts.
That might be, man.
That might be the fact.
The way Hollywood is and that whole industry, you never know. But I got you out with the script, man. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Come on, man. It's order. We got.
No. Yo, can I get Deuteronomy 23 and verse 17?
Oh, sucky ducky.
23 and 17.
Hey, Ed,
It says
Peter is not gay, he's bisexual.
that's gay. That's gay with extra steps.
right.
That's gay with extra steps.
I love Elder though. I ain't gonna lie. I love you, Elder. I can't respond to that.
That's you can't serve two masters.
That just
bisexual is trisexual, man. That's still gay, man. You still got one of them in there, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bisexual, that's bisexual. You trying too many things. Right? He made a woman. He made a woman for us, right or wrong. Right. But yo, Akim, I'm gonna let y'all, man. Shalom. Y'all about Shimmy on Shabrakadam.
Y'all about Shimmy on Shabrakadam.
Y'all about Shimmy on
Shabrakadam. Shalom, Elder.
Shalom. Y'all about Shabrakadam.
Right, hold on. Let us get the script, man. Because this is what we fail to remember is Israel. Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Can I get this in the GNT? Get the same thing, same verse, or the NLT. Let's just get it in a different translation, just in case someone said, "Well, I don't understand what that means."
Bring it out.
Right?
Bring it out.
Says no daughter of Israel is to let herself to be used as a loose woman. Look at that. It says as a loose woman.
Ooh.
For
A
a
loose
strange God.
cannon.
No son of Israel is to give himself to a man. Come on, man.
No, he's supposed to wrap himself up like a
This
gift.
is not hard.
That's disgusting.
What?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
These son's supposed to be a real gangster and all that too, man. YG.
A lot of real gang. You know what?
Who? YG?
Yeah.
Nah.
He's supposed to be a Paru and all that.
Nah, YG's been a bitch. I ain't gonna get into that though. I ain't gonna get into that.
Right. You ever matter of fact, your Kanat, you ever seen the Boondocks?
Yeah.
You don't remember when they did the episode on Gangstalicious? And he was the hardest rapper.
Yeah.
Right? He was so gangster.
Yeah.
And then when you met him in real life, he was what happened at the end of the episode? He said, "You're not gonna understand this. This is thug and love." This is what we witnessing, man. We witnessing a bunch of thug and love.
Wow, that's crazy. Nah, real talk though. Look at this shit, man. These is two men.
Yo, they'll jump on the track and talk about, "I'm the hardest, I'm gangster, I blow stacks, I get racks."
Nah, they blowing sacks. That's what they blowing.
They blowing backs.
Back sacks. All that. This shit is sick, man.
Yeah.
That's scary. Imagine seeing them. That looks scary.
Oh no, we're not gonna go.
Stay out of ATL.
That's what they Atlanta. Oh man.
Oh no, ATL got that. That's just that. Listen, that's I'm not gonna lie. LA is Gomorrah and ATL is Sodom.
You think LA is the second worst when it comes to homosexuality and all that?
I don't know. New York City is tough. New York City is tough.
That's a contender. That is a contender.
Yeah.
And they listen, man. And this is the problem, man. Our people, it's just all man is a wickedness, man. Is all man is a wickedness and folly.
Wow.
Let's read that, man.
What?
1.2 million Black LGBT adults live in the U.S.
Shit, there's more than that.
Probably.
That's they ain't counting the ones that's still in the closet.
Right, but the problem is they marketing this to kids.
Yeah.
That's really the problem. They market this to kids.
That is the problem.
I'm about to send you something. This is the school book that they have in school. I saw it at the job I work at, and I realized that this is the book they was talking about. And as I looked through it, I said, "Oh, this book is off."
Oh, the one that they took out and then they reinstated it back in the library?
You know what I'm talking about. I'm about to pull it up.
I know what you're talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you ain't got no rights to your children these days, man. That's why they call you a parent. You pay to rent your own children.
That's crazy.
Straight up.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's called. I'm trying to find it.
I heard about that book, man. I already know. I don't know what it's called neither. Because I don't even try to dwell on shit like that.
Right. But man,
it's dangerous. Because the best thing all you Israelites can do out there, all my fellow brothers and sisters, is homeschool your children. Homeschool them. I promise you that. You ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about C-19 out there. You ain't got to worry about bathrooms and weird stuff going on in the gym locker rooms and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Hazing.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would try to haze me when I was going to school because I hurt somebody.
Or anything like this, man.
Oh man.
What the heck is that?
Damn, son. Don't zoom in, please.
Oh yeah, that. Come on, man.
This is the land we living in right now, man.
Yo, who's your favorite black president?
Yahweh Shai.
Oh,
There you
all right.
go.
I thought somebody was gonna say Barack Obama because I'm about to say was he the
Barack
one that
Obama
passed-
was a war president the first day. The first thing he did when he went in the office was do some drone strikes.
Yeah, he aired shit out the first day he got in.
He passed the gay marriage, the same-sex marriage act, whatever it's called. He did
That's
that.
a fact, though. He did.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't mess with son.
Barack might be a Hamite.
Is it confirmed? It's not confirmed.
I don't know.
Could be.
He's definitely on along them lines. Where's his dad from over there, right? Kenya or something like that?
Yeah, I heard like his family like had slaves. That's what I heard.
I believe it.
Mm. They were saying he related to the Bush.
Bush, yeah. Rod said that's his cousin.
That's his
right?
cousin on his mom's side.
Yeah.
Right. Because his mother Edomite, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, she a whole agent.
Yeah.
She an agent. I don't even want to say what letters, but she's definitely an agent.
You found it, Rob?
Yeah, I did. I'm sending the images right now.
Let me just bring out this preset while you fly that real quick.
These images is crazy.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, a whole bunch of deceivers.
Mm.
And every foul spirit, that sodomite spirit, that fornicating spirit, that adultery spirit, that transformer spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Right?
Mm.
Verse 3, for all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Everybody accepts this madness. Everybody put in a policy that it's okay to be a transformer, it's okay to be queer, it's okay to be gay. All right. Except for there's some so-called African countries that's banning it. All praise to the Most High.
Oh yeah, they shooting you.
Then you got like Saudi Arabia, like some, the Islamic countries, they ain't going for that.
Get the death penalty.
Right, but the countries that is relying on America's foreign policy and protection, they're falling into this damn wickedness. Right, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Those are the countries that depend on America, right? And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich to the abundance of her delicacies, man. To stay in alliance with America, you have to fall in line with what America promotes.
They coming.
Right.
What Babylon promotes.
Yeah.
Land
of confusion, man. There's many times where we've been teaching, you think she was a she, but really a he, or he was a she, and she really was a. I'm confusing my things.
For real.
Yo, remember that time when I was like,
oh, that light skinned sister.
I remember.
That was another time. I was like, yo, brother, and y'all was like, yo, that's a
Brothers had to pull you to the side.
Oh man,
confusion in this land.
Everywhere I go, if I see a female dressed like a man, I'm always like, yes, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. And they just be giving me the mean look, like, I'm gonna address you as a woman. I'm not gonna address you as no man. I'm sorry, I can't.
Right.
That's tough.
We're not indulging in them games.
And vice versa. If it was a male dressed as a woman, I'm gonna dress you as a man.
I got you. I'm bringing it up right now. You're right. I got you.
No, you good. But it's just, you know what, man? I want to forget, man. Let a jar be tightened too tight. You know, let it be 3 o'clock in the morning. They all of a sudden, I said, I wouldn't want to be men, and then they want to be women again.
Exactly.
3 o'clock in the morning, they hear a sound. Baby, wake up. I'm scared. What happened to all that macho at 3 o'clock?
Exactly. They think they them real men, like.
Yeah. Show the cover of the book.
Where is that? Is it right here? I didn't get the cover of the book. Hold on,
the book.
Yeah, I didn't get the cover of the book.
It's crazy.
I don't think that's the one I'm talking. It was another one.
No, there's a lot of books, but this is the book that came out recently. It just got banned. The book is called Gender Queer.
Yep. That's the one.
The book is called Gender Queer. I just sent it. Right? This is the book cover. Right, but look what it's saying. It's saying if I could have the vagina removed out of my body, that experience I would have. In lieu of that, I promised myself that nothing would enter it ever again. Why are we teaching? This book was in school libraries for a young woman to see. I'm sorry, I'm saying young woman, a young child.
Yes, sir. See. By the time they hit puberty, by the time they want to get married, by the time they want to have a child, it's too late. You switched that up when you was 5 years old.
Right? Scroll down.
No coming back from that.
Look at this, man.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at the images.
So what, he mad because he touched her and now he mad. He don't like it.
It's going on.
They making it seem like that's wrong. Like it's not supposed to be like that.
Right. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Look at they show.
Oh yeah, they get all the parent teachers meetings. They was going crazy over this book. People were getting arrested, trying to get that shit taken out the libraries.
This is about a young girl fantasizing about being a man, wishing she had a rod.
Yo, this is wild.
This was in a book. This is children had access to this book.
This is elementary.
They was doing this.
Elementary.
Yeah, absolutely. They was
elementary, middle school, high school. Show the cover of the book. It's in the email right above it.
That's in first grade.
Gender Queer. A book about transitioning. So they're indoctrinating our children. That's like Marlon Wayans talked about, his child, I think his daughter became a man or son became one of the two, man. But it's that, of course the dude who did White Chicks is like, yeah, that's cool.
Dwayne Wade, his son. But they was doing that to us in the 80s. They had movies back then where white people were portraying, they would paint themselves black. What was that, Santa Claus? But not the actual Santa Claus, but they had movies on the West that I grew up watching because that was confusion. Then they had Ladybugs with Rodney Dangerfield, and the one the white kid was acting like he was a white girl. Like there's a bunch of movies like that. Yep. They had, and now it progressed to this. Like that wasn't even in the school. Then they took God out of school, and they interjected that into school. Like like they went hard for that.
Yeah.
Nah, that book is sick.
That's
sick. That's worse than the one I seen. The one I seen wasn't showing nothing like that.
Oh, there's worse ones than that. I'm telling you, people are getting arrested over that. Parents were going crazy trying to stop that from happening. Yo, there's little children getting raped in transgender bathrooms every day down south.
You know what's funny? My uncle, he was a cop, and he told me that they had a lot of reports of women being assaulted in the bathrooms by transgenders.
Yep, acting like that.
Two things that happen. That's the man.
That's what it is. And you know what? And then you got and our women don't understand. They're trying to take the woman's role. They getting dunked on in sports. They getting beat up in the UFC. They getting outswam. They like then they didn't want to turn the man. How could this happen?
Yeah, the emotions come out. The emotions come right out you.
Yeah,
this is what you wanted.
You know what's crazy is the gay man was the woman's arch nemesis at one point. How did they end up becoming best friends? Because you gotta think about with AIDS, a gay nigga would go and sleep with a woman's husband and give him AIDS, and then that nigga would go back and sleep with his wife, and then she would get AIDS. That's how women started getting AIDS. It wasn't because they was out here being whores, because they man was a whore on the low.
Right. Heads, I just sent you a link. It's showing you, man. This is their agenda. They want this thing to come to. They're coming after the kids. They said it themselves.
Oh yeah.
And that song, you seen that song, right?
That's the link. That's the link I just sent.
Wow. What's the spirit?
Started at the 43-second mark. Get it out.
Coming for your kids, man. You're coming for your kids, man. That's crazy.
That was sick.
It's scary.
Yeah,
I have those little white billy goats. I
don't have kids yet, but it's just I'm thinking about my little cousins, brothers who have kids, and it's a tough bid to keep your children in this world.
Yeah, I do not call my children kids. The kids are white little baby billy goats. You know what I'm saying? So I really address my child as a child. I do not do that because it's words are powerful. Cause words are powerful.
That's why I use prince and princesses.
Yep.
I don't even use children. I use prince and princess.
Lives you can't respect.
That's right.
But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco, warn about San Francisco. Make him wear pleated pants, we don't care.
Play this off, man.
Yeah, I literally stopped looking while y'all was playing that.
We'll make them tolerant and fair.
Wow, son.
They talking about the real message meant over people's heads.
I don't even like watching commercials these days where they be doing that. Like if a
real message
comes on, shut off the TV.
What are you talking? They try to clean it up like it's a deeper message.
Yeah, they tried to. The song was about tolerance.
Hell no.
The same way tolerate. Oh my God!
Son, they saying you're not even gonna notice it. It's crafty counsel with it. He said it was simple and plain. What do they? That shit is madness. They should be arrested.
You gotta homeschool your children. Yo, you gotta homeschool your children. I'm telling you, that's what he's telling you. If you don't homeschool your children, you ain't even gonna know it.
That's it.
Now you gonna know it if you own your children and you teaching them these laws and you reading them, because they gonna know better.
That's it, and that's why our fathers need a father in the house. Because you know what, you see his son switch his hip, you might listen, man. You doing 30 push-ups after that, man.
Yo, the guidance counselor, CPS coming to your house, all that. Like if you go to correct your child in any kind of way, I'm telling you,
but you got a point because that's the role. It was a normal thing. That was our custom. The woman taught the kids.
Yep.
The woman taught the kids, and they raised them. They reared them up. Let's prove that. Can you give me 2 Maccabees 7? Second Maccabees 7 and 27. Right? The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 27. But she, bowing herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner: O my son, have pity on me, that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up until this age, and endured the troubles of education.
Yes, sir.
Our woman, and this, why do you think women, so many of them are school teachers? Now, this isn't to say men can't be teachers, but the woman is over the children. The man teaches the woman teaches the children. It gets a cycle of righteousness.
Oh.
You know, so you do, because the brother Brian makes a good point, man. You know, you send your kid off, and they're gonna have your kid pretty much the whole day. You have your kids for what, 5 hours? Then they go to sleep, and you send them right back.
Right. And plus, you got to deal with working 40 plus hours at the plantation.
But I'm an independent woman. I'm an independent woman. I make $100,000 a year. I'm like, okay, but what about your children? Where they at?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You putting in all that time at the plantation that you don't even got time to teach your children.
Right.
And all this shit is set up purposely.
But I know, but that's why it's supposed to be a 2-parent household, because a woman has said, oh, I want a career. You know, it's like a man that gets something, and his first thing is, the more I make, now I'm able to provide. I have a foundation. A woman chooses the career. Now all of a sudden she has a cute small dog, and she could travel and she could blog.
She got a BBL.
Yeah, I'm jealous of my dog.
That's what they spending the state. That's what they spending money on, fixing their bodies and all that.
And all they got to do is, what you said, Ezzy?
Kanye, our women spend a lot of money on things that doesn't profit the community, the children, as a whole. They waste their money on what? BBLs, their hair, their nails, the fake eyelashes,
makeup,
trips,
food, clothes, bags, just dumb shit,
Yeah, for real.
Right. Order food every night. You supposed to be cooking. What are you doing?
We got Shalom. We got Zion's Elite Zaya on the scene.
Shalom, Shalom, my bros.
I know you got a lot to say on this topic. We talking about independent, quote unquote, independent black women, you know. And you know,
oh man, what is there not to talk about, you know? Sheesh, man.
Bring it out, King. We gonna put you on a solo layout. Bring it out.
Oh man. Good luck here. Let me put my camera away. But yeah, man, you know, I wouldn't, man.
Take my camera off.
As crazy as it may seem, you know, they've been brainwashed, man, to think they can just, you know, continue in life without a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you forget that it was your father that met your mom that brought you into the world. You get what I'm saying? You forget that, you know, when somebody break into the crib, who was your first line of defense? The man. You get what I'm saying? You forget who the leader of your household is at the end of the day. Those who do have a man in their life, you know? And, you know, based on the society that we're living in, it's like a man is only, he's only, what's the good word, man? He's only complete by the amount of money he brings in, you know, like defined, I should say. He's defined by the amount of money he brings in. So it's like in their head, you know, which is sad because today's society, you know, it's basically your worth based on the amount that you bring in. So if you ain't bringing in enough, then you can't call the shots. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it don't matter how much money this girl is making. If she can't open a jar of pickle, who is she gonna go to? The man. You know, so it's just it's a really unfortunate, you know, situation that our woman is diagnosed with, you know what I'm saying? And that also goes back to slavery as well, you know. It's just the brainwash constantly of the man being emasculated in the household, you know what I'm saying, and not being worthy of the woman, you know. Oh goodness, hold on, son. Hey, you good? But yeah, Salakia. You know, and then so on and so on, man. You know, it's just this thing where you even have these women who's in this lesbian business, and you know, they're growing up, and because they see children, they like children. Yo, man, a woman will really go that far to go to a sperm bank and get a random seed planted in her. You know
From
what
an
I'm saying? And
Edomite,
then,
from an Edomite, of course.
yeah, you know what I mean? From yeah, right, you know, and just the whole procedure of that just goes to show you the lower state of our woman, man, you know, and it's sad at the end of the day because the majority of our women that's doing that, sisters, mothers, is Israel, you know, so it looks bad for our nation, man. And then, you know, shit is not good for the women either. I mean, for the men either, you know, like for some of us brothers, you know, we done fell and lost our way, man. And, you know, we kind of don't know how to lead properly, you know. And if the woman is supposed to be subject to the man, you know, if you're not leading properly, then that's just going to be a downfall, you know what I'm saying? So, and you're going to hit rock bottom hard, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, with that being said, we just got to get it right within our nation, definitely within our household, you know, love yourself first, man, you know, understand who you are and your purpose. And once you could define that, then, you know, you can uplift you. Once you uplift yourself, then you see someone else down. Now you have that, you know, strength, that inner strength in you, and the wisdom, you know, knowledge on how to help someone, help them get up, you know. And then that, once that spread throughout the nation, then we could shine, man. We could really be in our power, you know. But yeah, our women, they need help, man. You know, they're the weaker vessel for a reason, you know. So a man got to do his thing and find his purpose and come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, so you know your purpose on earth and you could properly lead, man, you know, because it's really unfortunate, for real. Really, man. Really unfortunate for me. And it's like it's really a dire situation because you don't want to continue teaching generational curses. You know, that's hard to break from if, you know, it's never started. You know, so at the end of the day, like, yeah, we live in a time where, you know, knowledge is very accessible and all of this is coming out. Sometimes you could be overwhelmed just by what you're learning, you know, because it definitely hurts when you find out you're living a lie or you've been taught lies, you know, and then you start to see your loved ones still living in the lies, you know. That when you bring these things to them, it's hard for them to digest because it's like, yo, everything I know is this, you know what I'm saying? So why would I now hear this today from you, which is the next generation? Why would I hear this from y'all and want to learn? You know, that's also another downfall in the brain set, you know what I'm saying, as far as our older generation, you know. So like for example, my moms and my pops, they come from a generation where when they was kids, they had certain questions and they asked their parents, which is my grands, they would ask them certain questions. They'd be told, yo, shut up. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Or you get scolded just for asking a question. So imagine that kind of trauma and how their brain had to be wired, you know, to learn that way, you know. And then it's like later on, because you didn't get answers, you know, you still have those questions. And then when your offspring, the next generation, that's where I come in, when I'm asking questions, they seem to just not know, you know. Now it's upon them to choose the same route to shut me up, or let's reason about it, or spare their ear to hear. Or if I'm bringing something to them to learn, you know, it's just spare your ear to listen, you know. So it's all a whole different cycle, man. I ain't gonna lie. But for real, it's just generational curses, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the Most High, he's really anointed Israel once again to, you know, put the spirit on us, so our eyes is able to see, you know, our ears were able to hear and listen, you know what I'm saying, hearken to these things, man. And sometimes that's why it's kind of easier for brothers and sisters out there who, when they hear the word, it automatically resonates with them, you know. And it's like, yo, I ain't gotta really think hard, you know what I'm saying, based on what I'm hearing. I could see, I can know, I could just go to this and, yo, this reference is this, you know what I'm saying, I could relate to this, and, you know, yo, this is for me, you know what I mean, and this does make sense, you know. So yeah, it's hard, man. It's tough out here. But our sisters, man, they definitely need the leadership of the men, man. For sure. They can't do this alone. And neither can we. You know what I mean? We definitely need to get right and uplift our sisters, because as a community, that's what we need. You feel me? We need it as a community. We need our men to be leaders and be men, you feel me? And we need our women to be righteous women, you know, mothers and wives and sisters, you know? So that's a fact. That is a fact.
To the Most High.
Con, and with that, do anybody got any closing out precepts?
We have the 2-hour mark already, right?
Con.
Yeah. It is just man.
Man, I was asleep.
That was powerful by the brother Lions Elite Isaiah. You know, that's a great way. That's a great way to end this whole live discussion.
Right.
Oh, you see how the spirit works in these last days? You got something, Rock?
Yeah, man. My favorite, man, Revelation 2:25.
All right.
Yo, put that on mute.
Brothers is wash your hands out.
Yeah, for real. Revelation 2 and verse 25.
All right, bring it up.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. So we have these laws, statutes, and commandments. We need to hold fast onto righteousness and do that, right? We have this Bible, right? We have our leadership. We have our elders. We have our brotherhood. Hold fast unto what's good so that you can just 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him I will give power over the nations. So to receive what's good, you hold fast. There's a mighty reward at the end of all this. So it's not gonna be in vain, right? Any brothers got anything else?
Yeah, hold on, Khan. Shalom, live Yasharala. Yahbashim Yashabarakta.
How about Shem Yashabarakata?
Shem Yashabarakata.
Yeah, I got something. Salakia. I got something. I'm gonna close it out. It's the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved. Yeah, can't be more plain than that. You know, we got to just pray that our people that's in this wickedness, that's celebrating Easter, that's into this community. Y'all know what community I'm talking about. We spoke about it the whole live. That
right.
they repent, they learn their true heritage, they turn to the Father, and they keep these commandments and have faith in Yahweh Shai Mashiach and flee from this land of Babylon spiritually, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, you know, period. And with that, I want to say shalom.
Shalom.
Until next time. Love y'all, Israel.
Shalom.